Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where I am sharing my fashion wish list for the month. I have some things on my list that are definitely not in my budget and I have some things that are a little bit more attainable. But either way, I don't plan on buying a lot of these things. I'm actually in the process of, as a lot of people are, doing a low buy, even a no buy in some regions, and really thinking smarter about my purchases. I do have a couple of things that are really lacking in my wardrobe that I think I will purchase, but there are also a lot of things that I think are really cute that really would work very well in my wardrobe, but that are just going to be wish list items for now. And then of course there are those couple of luxury items that will probably have to wait for a couple of years. But I thought this could be fun. I got my inspiration from Cup of Jordy, who does these type of future wish lists for future selves all the time. And I thought I'd share mine. So if you like fashion, then definitely subscribe and let's get into the video. So speaking of fashion that is a little bit less attainable to me, I really like the work of Simone Rocha, specifically her accessories. Only for some reason I thought her shoes would be made of some sort of vegan leather, but they're not. But let's just pretend, because I can't afford them anyway. So let's just pretend that they are vegan, or at least not true leather. And then I would love to have a pair of these sneaker ballet flats, any type. I saw these black ones on Farfetch. I'm pretty sure there are also other types, more like gray and pink. But I thought these black ones were kind of interesting too. But I just love the combination of sporty and feminine, a little bit futuristic. I love all of those things. I think it would fit really well with all of my looks. And yeah, if I can find something that looks kind of similar for a cheaper price point, I think I might jump on that. Although, if there's anything I really do not need, it is shoes. But that's also the thing I like buying most, so you know, never say never. But I would love a pair of these ballet flats. I heard someone say, I think it was Karen Britchick, who said that you really have no business buying these shoes if you're not fully invested in the Simone Rocha look. I kind of disagree. I think they would look cool on anyone, and I definitely think they would fit in with my style either way. And then something else I want to mention by Simone Rocha that I also saw on Farfetch was this mint green nylon crossbody bag. Now, I think this is a very interesting shape. I like the fact that it's made of nylon. It's actually fully fabric, so no leather. So for that reason, it would be possible. It is actually on sale as well for 509 euros. You know, if I don't buy shoes for a year, I could buy this. For sure. So it's a potential item. I like the size of it. I like the fact that I can actually put some stuff in this. I like to carry quite a bit of things. I'm not entirely sure about the thing that drapes around the shoulder. On the model, it looks a little bit big, but then I'm usually a little bit bigger than most of these models. So I feel like on me, it would maybe make a little bit more sense. What I love about Simone Rocha is that she combines the things that I mentioned earlier, but also with these buckles, these airplane type of buckles. I think they just look really cool. And then there's sort of a forever item that I've been interested in for a couple of years now, and that's the Prada, I think it's doesn't really say here. It says bag with logo. I think it's just a reissue, the 2005 reissue, the nylon one. It's 920 euros, which, you know, for luxury is not that bad. And it might actually be in my future to own one of these. And I thought it would be kind of fun to have a pure white one, because I love white. You can see that I dye my hair white almost all the time. I just love white. And I think a nylon white bag would actually be kind of smart. I actually have a fake leather one at the moment, and it's just, I don't really like it for some reason. It's not my favorite style. I think a white bag should be more of a shoulder bag or a handbag, just something a little bit more dainty. And I think this Prada nylon bags are really cool, and I think they sort of fit in with that same sporty / girly theme. Because a handbag is, of course, a very girly object, but then the nylon makes it a little bit more edgy. And then the white, it's a Y2K fantasy, and I love it. Now, I like to scroll around on ASOS. Recently, I haven't been buying a lot of things from there. I had to cool it for a little bit. But I still add some things to my list. And I discovered while getting dressed, while doing my open wardrobe outfit combinations, that I could really use another white cardigan. I have this, what I'm wearing right now, a zip-up hoodie, and I love it. I wear it with everything. But first of all, half the time it's in the wash because I wear it all the time, and white just needs to be washed a little bit more often. And then also sometimes the vibe just isn't complete. For more of a summer dress look, something a little bit more dainty, which I do like to dress sometimes. Something a little bit more feminine, maybe with a pattern or something, would be more appropriate. And I saw this cardigan from Miss Selfridge. It's $49.99 and it has these, I think they're pink or sort of beigey ribbons throughout it. They also have it in pink, but I have a pink cardigan, so I don't need that. But I think this one would be really cute and it would definitely fill that gap that I sometimes experience. It would have been even better if it was a pure white and not an off-white. But there are definitely pure white options for this as well. But I think the ribbons are just really cute. So I'm sort of considering this one. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, but it's definitely at the front of my wish list. Then I saw this very interesting tank top on ASOS as well. It's from Mango. On ASOS it's $23.99. I'm not sure what it... Sometimes their prices for certain brands are really high, but I just thought it was easy to show you all these on ASOS. So I have this striped tank top from towel material with black and blue stripes. I love this color blue. I actually have an oversized zip-up hoodie in that color and the combination would just be so adorable. And then with a black skirt or maybe some black shorts, and I think that would be a look. And I feel like this type of tank top I could really use in the summer. I don't really have a lot of summer tops. I have a lot of long sleeves. I have a couple of t-shirts, but also not that many. And sometimes I feel like I just need more tops like these. I do have a couple now, but then maybe that are a little bit more interesting. Then I made a very nice discovery. Sneaker brands, big sneaker brands, are starting to create more fake leather options for their popular design. So I already saw some vegan Sambas, but I also saw these Pumas in different colors. Now I have selected a couple that I would be very interested in. The weird thing is you really have to scroll through the descriptions because you can't get out of the picture what is what. And then sometimes different colors in the same style are different materials. So ASOS does very well at describing the fibers of their shoes. And when it says 100% textile, then I know it's not leather, but I'm going to assume that's correct because otherwise my dreams will be crushed. But anyway, I found these Palermo sneakers in neon orange. They don't look that neon to me, honestly. They just look like a nice reddish orange, which I like. I don't like that orange type of orange. I like it a little bit more subtle than that. And I love that blue accent with it. I think that's such a tasty combination. I really like it. And I like this model of sneaker as well. It's a very cute model. But then I also saw these icy blue ones. See, that's the thing, they're called the suede sneakers, but it definitely says on the about page, yeah, that they're rubber and textile. So I'm going to assume that's accurate. And I think this color blue is one of my favorites. I love it with the white. The only thing I'm not totally convinced about is the color of the sole. I would have preferred it if the sole was white. But then again, does this not make them more versatile? Because then you can also wear it with creams and maybe more beigey type of colors. I don't know, and maybe it's a nice accent. I think these are top of my list. And then I also have a pair of Nike Dunk Lows that were, interestingly enough, also in a non-leather version. And these are in this beautiful minty color. I love that color. It is combined with sort of a beige, which, you know, it's these color combinations. They are very specific to me. But then when you scroll down to the detailed pictures, I think there are actually some charms on these. Some very interesting butterflies, tattoo-like designs. Also on the laces, there are little charms. And I think for such an intricate shoe, that is actually in the correct material for me, and that's probably going to be really comfortable. I feel like 120 is actually not that bad. Yeah, I really would like another pair of these colorful sneakers. I pretty much only have white, black and pink. I have a couple of pink ones. I would like a blue one or a green one, and I actually would like that orange pair as well. But for now, they are wishlist material. Let's just continue with a couple of ASOS things. I want to show you this skirt from Collusion. I tried on a similar one from Weekday once, and the sizing was just too small. Sometimes Weekday and also Monkey and more H&M and stuff, sometimes they run to about a large and sometimes to an extra large or an extra large, and depending on that size range I can actually wear the pieces or not, which can sometimes be very frustrating. But in Collusion, the basic range runs till a 46, which is a US 14, and that usually works for me. So I think this is a very cool skirt. It gives me very much Japanese high fashion, but of course on a budget. I think 43 euros for an interesting skirt would be okay. And it's cool because you have this short skirt that I think is very cute, but then you have the longer panels that I actually think are a little bit more flattering on me. So you have both, and I love the way it's styled on the picture here. I would definitely not wear it like this, but I do think the styling on ASOS is very, very cool. So yeah, I've been wanting a gray pleated skirt anyway, so why not make it a really cool one? My dog is angry. Then there is actually one item that I think I'm going to get very soon, because it is summer now. I was complaining about the weather in my last video, but honestly it's been nice and toasty the last couple of days, and I don't really have any proper shorts. And with proper shorts, I mean shorts that I would feel comfortable going to work with, going to my bridge club with, you know, and that are not super short and that also a little bit more flattering. So I was thinking about some longer jorts, and I specifically thought of these by Reclaimed Vintage. They're $32.99. And I like the carpenter style. I like the little bit more loose legs. It's going to depend on how oversized the biggest size fits me, whether I think they'll be flattering, because if pants and shorts are too tight around my hips, they create a very unflattering crotch area. So yeah, they definitely need to be a little bit more baggy, but I can find a pair of those for sure. So those are pretty high on my list. What I was also thinking about was a pair of dress shorts, which sounds very contradictory, but I found this pair of Topshop, which are in a gray pantsuit material. There are also ones with little stripes and patterns from Collusion on ASOS, and I think those would be really cute as well. And I feel like I could have a lot of fun with them, with styling them all summer, with some jerseys or just something a little bit more sporty. And I think that would just be very comfortable as well. So I'm definitely considering those. And then finally on ASOS, I want an Adidas track jacket, and not necessarily from ASOS, it's just they have a lot of them, so I've selected a couple. Originally I wanted this, it's called Purple here. I saw it on Zalando once and it was called, I think, Energetic Ink, which is just the coolest name. And it's this very vibrant blurple. Is that what you call it? Like a bluish purple, which is my favorite type of purple. And it's very bright and quite dark for my style, but I do think with all the colors that I usually wear, it would fit in really nicely. And I love wearing these types of zip-ups. So I think it would be pretty cool to have a nice colored one. And I just love the Adidas styles. Or the Firebird track jacket in orange, which has a little bit more of a classic silhouette, but again, a very vibrant color. I feel like if I get those orange sneakers, I would be more inclined to also get the orange track jacket. But I don't really have a lot of orange, but for some reason this just really appeals to me. It looks so tasty, so juicy. But then the one that is actually the most sensible to take is this one, which I also really like. It's a retro training jacket in off-white and blue, which I love the color combination, and I think it would fit in really nicely with my wardrobe. Because it's an off-white, it would be different than this one, so that would also make sense. I like the way this one fits. It's actually on sale for 55 euros. Oh, until recently, the larger sizes were still available. They aren't anymore. But I wasn't really planning on getting this one anytime soon. But I feel like if I would go into town, like I am probably going to do this afternoon with my mom, and I would run into this jacket and it would be maybe 40 euros on sale, I would be very tempted to get this one. And then I'm gonna close it off with a couple of shoe options. I actually, I spoke too soon. There's actually one shoe option on ASOS, but trust me, it's super, super cute. So there are these Azalea Wang Olmsted sandals. They're glitter wedges with a toe strap. So they're flip-flop platform wedges with crystals all over them. And they're so amazing. I would really like these. They're actually on sale now for 64, and half of the time you can get an extra discount on ASOS, which is the case right now as well. And yeah, I would really like these. I feel like this is because of the straps that are so thick. I feel like I wouldn't slip out of them too easily, and also because they have a bit of a heel. I'm not sure if they'll be comfortable, but I do think they would stay on my feet, which is usually a problem for me with these wedges or these mule style of shoes. And then there's also the toe strap, so you would be a little bit more locked in them. And I just think, again, they're a Y2K fantasy, and my 7-year-old self would have died for these for sure, and I would too. I think just with what I'm wearing right now, I'm actually wearing a white skirt with this, and I think it would look adorable. Then I have something that is not very summer appropriate, but that I do really love. On Monkey, they have this loose satin bomber jacket in light blue. And doesn't it just look so nice? Color, the fit, it goes up to an extra large, which I think would fit loosely on me because it's a little bit of a loose silhouette. I think that would be perfect. Actually, that bomber jacket that I got on Vinted last year, the Japanese one, I wore it all autumn, winter and spring. I pretty much only wore that jacket because it's my favorite. I just love the silhouette. I love the comfortability of it. It's really nice, but I would like one in a lighter color. And here in the Netherlands, you can pretty much wear a jacket like this about half of the year, and you can stretch it a little bit as well. So I think this would be quite a sensible purchase. Will I risk it and see if it goes on sale? Probably, but I would really like this light blue jacket. I think that would be really nice. And then finally, I was browsing, you know, funky shoes, as one does sometimes, and I saw these shoes that are a collab between Melissa, the jelly shoe brand, and Jean Paul Gaultier, and they're in pink, white and black. They were originally around 350 and they're on sale everywhere, and I think I would be most interested in the white ones. If I would imagine a goddess in a JRPG, and maybe she's like an angel goddess, but she's also your enemy, I think she would wear these shoes. Or, you know, in the music video by IVE in Ascendio, they also have these sort of transformations into goddesses, and I think these shoes would fit in with that. And that's just everything that I love in a shoe. So I think these are very cool. Unfortunately, the Melissa website itself has the best sale. They're on sale for 172.5, which is a great discount. It's half off, but they don't have my size anymore in any of the colors. So I think I would need to spend more than 300 on them. I do think they would be pretty comfortable. I have a pair of jelly shoes in pink, and they're surprisingly comfortable. They actually mold to your feet a little bit. So I think that would be very nice. Either way, they're just very fun to look at for right now. So I think I'm going to leave it here for this video. I hope I gave you some fun ideas for shopping. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.